the oldest running motorcycle in series production, almost 100 years, and that's how long it has taken them to make the tagline make any sense whatsoever, because the tagline of this motorcycle is made like a gun, goes like a bullet. And finally it does go like a bullet, like kind of, because earlier it was very lethargic, but now it has the 650cc engine, twin cylinder. Yes, the Bullet has become more powerful. Yes, I've been waiting for this motorcycle since such a long time now. However, the price of this motorcycle is rupees 4.34 lakhs on Mumbai, which is more than double than the 350, because obviously GST is not kind to this motorcycle. Anyways, this is essentially a classic 650 with some changes here and there to make it look like the Bullet, because mechanically it is the same as the classic 650. However, there are a lot of Bullet elements here, like these pinstripes, the golden colored pinstripes which are there on the front fender, on the tank, here as well. They look absolutely phenomenal because they are actually hand painted here. Lovely. The ground clearance is actually low at 154 mm. However, you will notice one thing, that the seat is different when compared to the classic. So it doesn't get a split seat setup. It gets this step up seat. The grab rails are also mounted here, so something different there as well. Massive sari guard there. And coming to the tires, well, these are spoke wheels, but I have some disappointing news for you, because these are actually tube type tires, which means in order to repair it, you have to remove the whole tire. With tubeless, obviously you can just repair it like this only. Here only they managed to do it, but now you have to remove the tire. Spoke wheels look really damn freaking cool. I love them. And 320 mm disc here. The tire size at the front 190/19, and the forks are actually 43 mm. These are regular telescopic forks. However, Royal Enfield's website actually says 41 mm in certain places, 43 mm in certain places. 120 mm of suspension travel. Royal Enfield's website also fumbles when it comes to the rear suspension travel. In some places it says it's 112 mm, in other places it says 90 mm. Come on Royal Enfield, don't confuse us. Massive disc at the rear, 300 mm disc. The rear tire size 140/70/18. So yeah, 18 at the rear, and obviously at the front you have a 19. Now the bike looks absolutely gorgeous, lovely, because of the retro theme going on here. Like this golden colored Royal Enfield 3D wing logo looks awesome. Bullet 650 twin written here, which also looks damn freaking awesome. This engine is the star of the show without a doubt. Absolutely lovely. I love it. Royal Enfield branding here on the foot pegs, which is quite a lot of attention to detail. In fact, it's here on the hand grips as well, which is quite lovely. And obviously it has a retro charm with a round headlight and a topi on top of it. This is the low beam, this is the high beam. Royal Enfield logo on the inside, but you know, you can see a lot of exposed bits, which shouldn't be the case. Anyways, it's an all LED light here. However, the hazards or the indicators, they are halogen. A lot of chrome has been splashed almost everywhere. You can see it on the handlebar here, here, which looks nice. It's even there on the mirrors. The pilot lamps are also LEDs now, which is a bit weird for a Bullet, but it is what it is. What is this? I don't know what is this here. This should not happen. Come on, at this price we expect better quality. Obviously the seat height is 800 mm, which means this is not suited to short riders, and because the weight of this motorcycle is a lot at 243 kgs, getting it on the main stand required effort of at least 5 people, or you can just use the side stand if you want. But yeah, I had to put on the main, so a lot of effort went in there. At the rear, very similar to the classic 650, so round LED light. These are halogen obviously. They should have used the traditional Bullet lights, which is not there on the 350 either now. So yeah, they are going away from the charm of the Bullet just for economies of scale. The tank is actually big at 14.8 liters. It says Royal Enfield made like a gun, trademark the Enfield Cycle Company Limited, Redditch. Redditch is the place where obviously the factory is or was, is whatever.
अरे कहना क्या चाहते हो?
Yeah, they still have something going on there for the history. Now here it says up to E20 compliant. I mean, that's kind of hidden. It has a USB-C charging socket, which is not in the best position, not the easiest to use. So yeah, that is very difficult. And it has got adjustable levers, so you can adjust both the levers obviously. The cluster is very simple. You have a speedometer here for starters. When I turn off the motorcycle and turn it back on, it does this full swipe up thingy, tripper navigation, which obviously connects via Bluetooth to your phone and gives you turn by turn navigation. But you have to keep your phone on if you are using an iPhone, then only the navigation works. Meanwhile, you have got a digital display here, which tells you what's the fuel level, the gear position, odometer, along with twin trip meters and a clock as well. And you have to use this button to browse through that information there. Fuel meter, yippee! So switchgear quality is actually quite nice. This is for the light control. This is for the indicator, the horn. It's okay. It's on the loud side obviously, and this is for the hazard. Turn on the motorcycle, just push it like this, and there it turns on. No tachometer, but let's rev it. Oh my goodness, it is actually quite refined for a Bullet. Yeah, some vibrations can be felt here and there because this has a big bike feel to it, and because it has got great power, there has to be some great responsibilities which the owner has to have, because like I told you, it does not have tubeless tires. In order to repair the rear tires puncture, what you have to do is first unscrew this so that you can remove the swing arm. But to unscrew this, you have to remove the exhaust, because the exhaust is there on both the sides, because this is a twin cylinder engine motorcycle. So first you remove this, then you unscrew this, then you remove this whole part, and then only you can remove the rear wheel to repair the puncture. With tubeless tires, obviously you can repair the puncture from here itself. So yeah, makes it very, very, very cumbersome. No logic of not having tubeless tires on a Bullet. But anyways, let's start riding right away. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is adjust the mirrors. These round mirrors are not very effective as such, because yeah, I can't see much. Anyways, let's turn on the motorcycle. Let me turn it on from here first. So lazy. Let's rev it. The massage, and now is the hardest job in the world to push it off the main stand. Yeah, that was difficult. Anyway, straight away into first gear and off we go. My goodness, the pegs are so forward set here, and the bike feels very heavy. Under 10 kilometers per hour, you can definitely feel the weight of this motorcycle. 243 kgs is a lot of weight. Trust me, you have to get used to the weight, because turning it under 10 kilometers per hour means a lot of effort indeed. And the pegs are so far. Now I feel that if I'm in stop-go traffic with other motorcycles in front, the pegs of my bike, or rather the brakes or my legs, would be in the bike right ahead. That's how far ahead it is. Anyways, let's go. Beautiful power, like lovely. The torque surge here is just superb. It pulls and how feels really fast, punchy, but oh my god, the suspension is so bad, huh? It continues to be bad in all Royal Enfield 650cc motorcycles, because the rear is very, very, very stiff. I don't know why it's so stiff, but yeah, they've stiffened the rear way too much, so it needs to be a bit soft. They've actually softened it here, so it's slightly better when compared to, say, the classic 650 and all other 650cc motorcycles. But yes, it is on the stiffer side. It's running a steel spine frame, tube-left spine frame, which is good. It's stiff, which means that overall handling and all is good for something this heavy, and something which is obviously having an upright riding position with really forward set pegs. However, I don't understand why the suspension is so stiff. The good thing is that the seat is so fat now, it pads a bit of shock, which you feel. That's the only good thing, but still the ride continues to be not good here at all. And the clutch is also quite heavy, a very heavy clutch. So not a very comfortable and easy to ride motorcycle, because of the weight, the way the clutch has been done, and the rear suspension, which is not comfortable here. But let's be honest, yeah, I was trying to close my helmet completely so no air comes inside. Let's be honest, if you're buying the Bullet, you're not going touring, right? It's just because you love retro motorcycles, and this is amazing now because of the performance. It's lovely. The torque surge here is absolutely fantastic. Brakes are good. Yeah, I wish it had tubeless tires. Otherwise, almost perfect. Yeah, tubeless tires, better clutch, better rear suspension. I'm asking for a lot to make this motorcycle perfect, but come on, 4.34 lakhs is not less money by any means of imagination. This is a bike which obviously has a lot of wind loss, because you're sitting so upright here, but it has lovely, lovely, lovely performance. You can filter through traffic without hesitation in spite of the size, because yeah, it gives you that confidence. In fact, this engine is really smooth and refined. It's been on sale for more than 10 years, this particular engine, with the Interceptor 650, the Continental GT 650, and then a slew of other 650cc motorcycles came from Royal Enfield. Super Meteor 650, and there was a Bear 650. I mean, so many 650cc motorcycles from Royal Enfield. This one by far is the best in terms of ride comfort, because of slightly revised rear suspension, but still not good enough. The engine is the same 648cc parallel twin engine, which is absolutely lovely because it has punchy performance. 47 horsepower, 46.3 horsepower to be precise, and 52.3 newton meters of torque. The result is 0 to 100 kilometers per hour takes under 7 seconds, around 6.8 seconds, which is fast for something this heavy, and also very impressive. I'm trying to find a gap. I can't find it between the Freelander and the City, because the bike is obviously wide here. No false neutrals. You get into neutral quite comfortably here. Bullet loyalists will obviously complain about the lack of thump, but it is what it is because of the modern engine design. Obviously it is not very thumpy as such, but yeah, it still does sound quite nice. What are these two guys doing? Celerio and old Innova doing drag race. Kudos to Royal Enfield for making 650cc motorcycles, or rather twin cylinder engine motorcycles, mass market. I know there's another brand trying to do the same, which is obviously BSA. I think they have a super, I don't remember the name of the motorcycle, but there's a 650 they have, which is actually cheaper than this bike because it's single cylinder. What? Okay, now I'm going to show you one of the toughest tasks in the world, which is taking a U-turn, because yeah, it's not easy. I mean, it's not that bad either. I got it done. Okay, because there was momentum. I was above 20 kilometers per hour, so that was easy. Now let's see how much does it do in each and every gear, which means into first gear, revving the motor, and off we go. First gear 60, that's fast. Second gear almost 190 kilometers per hour, tall gearing. And in third gear it almost does 110 kilometers per hour. And in fourth, I have so much wind to fight with that I can't say a thing. I can't do it any further. Yeah, there's too much wind blast. But this is absolutely fantastic, which actually brings me to the price of this motorcycle. First, let's talk about the Bullet 350. It's again a very good motorcycle. The only problem there is that it is not having performance. Good for doodwalas, not so much for people who really want to go fast. Oh, by the way, it has an eco indicator, so when you don't have high throttle inputs, it flashes eco there. Oh my god, I feel every bump here. Okay, let's stop here. Launch it again, because that's the most enjoyable part, the engine, the performance, and all those things. So first things first, I'm gonna shut up now and just going to ride it like I stole it. Let's go. The lack of rev counter makes it difficult to time the shifts, but once you get the gist of it, you know, because obviously low end is decent, mid range is phenomenal. Her top end isn't that great, but the mid range is so juicy. Yeah, the torque rush is mind blowing. I love riding this bike just for the torque rush, because it kind of makes me feel like I'm driving a diesel car because of the mid range punch, and because the low end isn't great. It's like the silence before the storm. Anyways, I was talking about the Bullet 350, which has multiple variants priced from rupees 1.96 lakhs all the way to 2.45 lakhs depending on the variant, which means this is double the price at 4.34 crores. Sorry, 4.34 lakhs. What am I saying? How can I even say crores? Maybe because I'm so used to that by reviewing G-Wagons and all those things. But the point here is, okay, G-Wagon also retro. Bro, why are you coming ahead? I wanted to filter through. Okay, he also realized it's a stupid idea to filter through on such a heavy motorcycle. Anyways, like I was telling you, almost double the price because of 40% GST when compared to 18% GST on the smaller Bullet. Meanwhile, the most affordable 650cc motorcycle is the Interceptor 650, which is priced at rupees 3.98 lakhs on road Mumbai. And I would say don't get the Interceptor, get either the Classic, change the rear suspension, or get the Bullet, because these are really likable motorcycles. I like the Bear as well. So Royal Enfield has done a phenomenal job by bringing us affordable twin-cylinder engine motorcycles, something I expected from KTM and Bajaj. They have failed to do so, and on that disappointment, it's time to end. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give the thumbs up, that's the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You can be in a higher gear and just open throttle. It just performs. It's fantastic. What a lovely motorcycle. Beautiful. Well done. Now I'll stop here and I'll do a thing which this guy does best. Light. Bye. Such a clown.